to your biology class. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and keeping healthy at your home. Our 8th chapter, How Do Organisms Reproduce, is completed. So today, let's begin our 6th chapter, Life Processes. In this chapter, you will learn about different life processes such as nutrition, respiration, circulation and excretion. And this chapter contains more than 10 diagrams. So please draw and learn these diagrams that day itself. Today I have posted 2 lecture videos. Please watch the lecture videos carefully and write down the lecture notes while you are watching the class. Are you ready with your lecture notebook, textbook and pen? Okay, then let's start.
Children, you had studied about living things and non-living things. Let me ask one question. How do we tell the difference between what is alive and what is not alive? If we see a dog running, or a cow chewing cud, or a man shouting loudly on the street, we know that these are living beings. What if the dog or the cow or the man were asleep? We would still think that they were alive. But how did we know that? Yes, we see them breathing and we know that they are alive. But what about the plants? How do we know that they are alive? Yes, they also show some sort of movements. They grow over time. So we know that they are alive. So this movement is a characteristic of living things. Then what about virus? Are they included in living things category? Actually, viruses do not show any molecular movement in them until they infect some cell. And that is partly why there is a controversy about whether they are truly alive or not. In your earlier classes, you studied that living organisms have a well-organized structure. Their body is made up of cells, and cells form tissues, tissues form organs, and so on. But because of the effects of the environment, this organized and ordered nature of living structures is very likely to keep breaking down over time. If order breaks down, the organism will no longer alive. So, living creatures must keep repairing and maintaining their structures. So, life process is considered an essential process for maintaining life. Then what are these life processes? The life processes includes nutrition, transportation, respiration, excretion, reproduction, etc. The maintenance functions of living organism must go on even when we are not doing anything particular. Even when we are just sitting in class, even if we are just asleep, this maintenance job has to go on. The process which together perform this maintenance job are life processes. So we can simply say that life processes are the maintenance jobs of our body. There are 2 types of organisms based on the number of the cells present in their body. They are unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms are single-celled organisms and their single cell is in close contact with the environment. But they have no organs and organ systems, but that single cell is in contact with the environment, so that a simple diffusion is enough to satisfy their needs. But in the case of multicellular organisms, all the cells may not be in direct contact with the surrounding environment. Thus, a simple diffusion will not meet the requirement of all the cells.